Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather a week and a half ahead as we take you through Memorial Day weekend and all of next week. And you can see today on this Thursday, we do have a mix of sunshine and clouds after a sunny start this morning. Temperatures have warmed into the low to middle 80s and will probably end up in the mid to upper 80s before it's all said and done. Take a look at the weather pattern. We do have some rather bearable humidity, nothing really too bad as we have this large area of high pressure which is now centered over the Great Lakes, and it is influencing the weather over much of the country. You can see the northeasterly winds that are in place. Let's move this ahead during the next couple of days, and you can see that this high is gradually not really going to move very much. As we go into tomorrow evening, you can see it still over the Great Lakes. We'll continue with the northeasterly wind, which means that the rich moisture from the Gulf of Mexico is going to stay there, and we will not see a dramatic increase in the humidity until we go into next week. So what does this mean as far as the weekend? Let's take a look at Robin's Toyota Futurecast. Again, the clouds that we have outside today, this afternoon, driven by the heat. Once we start to cool off, those clouds should decrease this evening as we become mostly clear tonight. Tomorrow, going to be looking at a mix of clouds and sunshine. Futurecast shows a few spotty showers, but we probably will stay dry tomorrow. Going through tomorrow night, once again we become mostly clear. Notice that northeasterly wind persisting here in the Arklatex. And then Saturday, once again morning sunshine, a few afternoon clouds. If we see anything as far as rain, probably going to be to the east of Shreveport, Texarkana, over towards Ruston and Monroe, east of our areas. There is going to be an upper level area of low pressure, which is going to be centered to our east, which is to a large degree kind of reinforcing and limiting the rainfall chances in our areas. It's still far enough away. Now, longer range, what we're going to be watching is, again, the change in the weather pattern that the upper level ridge of high pressure, which is now centered across the middle of the country, it is going to weaken. You can see this upper level low. This is the feature right here that I mentioned will be to our east Saturday. That's going to begin to lift out. We'll see the wind at the surface shift around to the south and southeast going through next week, and a little bit of a weakness here moving into the plains by the middle of next week will slowly work its way to the south and east, and that will bring us the chance for the scattered shower or thunderstorm moving through the last half of next week. But models pretty limiting a great deal the amount of rainfall that we could see across the area. In fact, here's a look at the 7-day rainfall potential forecast from the Weather Prediction Center, which obviously includes a look at all the different models, and you can see not a whole lot as far as rain across the region here during the course of the next 7 days, with pretty much all of the Arklatex below a tenth of an inch. Might see a little bit more towards the end of next week as we go into next weekend. So your forecast looks like this for tonight. We will see a mostly clear sky across the Arklatex as temperatures will dip down into the low to middle 60s once again, right around 64 in Shreveport, 62 in Texarkana, Atlanta, as well as in Marshall and Coshada. Tomorrow, I expect morning sunshine, some clouds mixing in the afternoon. It'll stay very warm as we'll see the northeast wind around 10 miles per hour with highs back up into the mid to upper 80s. 10-day forecast shows that we will see temperatures across the Arklatex stay in the upper 80s, probably into the middle part of next week the way it looks right now. Overnight lows will gradually begin to warm up after the wind shifts around to the south and east. That's that moisture returning from the Gulf of Mexico, which will lead to the chance for the shower or thunderstorm as we go into, again, the end of next week is when that chance of rain, especially next weekend, we could see a little bit of an uptick in the rainfall chances across the area. So it looks like mainly dry, very warm, but still not too bad on the humidity as we go through the next couple of days, which includes the Memorial Day weekend.